and peace, family, and welcome to CCC Highlights. I'm Ms. Sri Parker.
I'm Jazeel Campbell.
And I'm James Gerard, and I'm excited to have you guys here with me because that means that you made it through daylight savings.
Yeah.
Yes, my clock automatically went an hour ahead.
Yeah, mine does too. So.
All right, so you guys are fancy, but for all of our parishioners out there who are still trickling in because they did not have the privilege of going digital, shout out to you guys because, man, you're early for next week.
Yikes.
That's a good thing. Esprit, it's Women's History Month.
Yes.
So now I'm gonna ask your permission to start this next announcement.
Do us proud.
Wow, that was big of you, James.
I do what I can. So, on Saturday, March 16th, our women's ministry will be having their first women's brunch of the year at Leonard's Palazzo in Great Neck, New York. And the theme for the event is I Am Her.
Yes. Now, ladies, registration is required, to make sure you're visiting our website for more information. And like James said, since it's Women's History Month, you have no excuse to not show up. It's about us.
Exactly. So I was doing some research on baby dedication and found that it gets its inspiration from Deuteronomy 6, verse 4 through 7, which reads that you should love your God with all your heart and impress that on your kids.
Yes, by dedicating your baby, you are making a commitment before the Lord to raise that child in God's image and his likeness and all that good stuff.
Now, baby dedication is next week, Sunday, March 17th, so today may be the last day for you to register. And to do so, simply visit Guest Services or our website.
So Lent started Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm so excited because last year I did so well. Don't ask me about the other years though. So I was following Pastor Jamal's Instagram account. He shared so much information about how Lent is supposed to be you drawing closer to Christ as opposed to giving up like pizza or anything like that. And I know people usually do that.
Well, I feel attacked because y'all know I gave up complex carbs.
Crazy.
But this is indeed the time to subject your earthly flesh to God's will. Make sure you are meditating, increasing your daily prayer, reading more, anything to get closer to the big man upstairs.
Yeah, and for you to join us in the Lent experience, simply visit cccinfo.org/Lent.
Yes. You can also visit our website, cccinfo.org, for more information about our ministry, and follow us on social media at cccinfo.org.
And to stay abreast on daily devotionals, simply join our Long Island campus at CCC Long Island. And for something more fun, creative, and engaging, follow our youth ministry at C3 University. And for all of our millennials out there, follow us at Cultivate CCC.
Yo, bro, I see you with that, man.
You did a good job. Did the thing. Sorry, dap you too.
Thank you. All right. So that is it for our highlights this week. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you have a blessed week. See you next time.
See you.
Spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ, helping spiritual seekers become transformed believers, and demonstrating the love and compassion of Christ to the world. Through humanitarian works and social engagement is our mission here at CCC.
"9/11 was hard. It was scary. I also lost my job. I was unsure of what was to come next. It was difficult. I was living in an apartment and making sure that I would make rent and have groceries. And I told God, you know, the minute I get a new job, that I'm gonna start tithing again. At that time when I didn't tithe, nothing met up really. I had to rob Peter to pay Paul. Since then, I had a new job, and then that had layoffs, so I had experienced being laid off again. But this time, I made a different decision. With losing my job, I stopped tithing. I initially thought because I didn't have any money, but I now know that it was because I didn't really trust God. This time, I tithed still, even though it was tight. God blessed me with a new job. God actually blessed me with more pay at that time. But life happens and I got laid off again. And I had to take a pay cut. Through all of that, I just continue to trust God. I still tithe, even from my taxes. That's how important tithing became to me. It was a way of doing things. It wasn't just about the 10% anymore. Now it was just about honoring God and trusting God with every dollar that He blessed me with. Because although I work for a company, I knew that God was really my supplier. He was my source. I spent a lot of time trying to trust myself, and I really just needed to trust God. It's hard sometimes, but you can't lose if you just trust Him.